Hi guys, it's Alani. We are now exactly 2 weeks to the day out from my first show of the season. I think it's the cutest thing ever. And very happy with fullness. I want to always be as open and honest with you guys. What the heck? How did we get here? I am definitely feeling like a zombie. Your girl has been sick all week. I am finally, I feel like I've said this for the past 3 days. I'm like, oh, I think this will be one of the last few days that that I'm feeling the sickness. But we've been pushing hard regardless. I'm not gonna get too much into the details because I do need to send over check-ins to my coach right now. I have my little setup ready to go. That's been so nice in the new apartment. I have my black backdrop and some natural lighting like right in front of me, which has been great, but I'm gonna send those over to him. And then we're gonna get down to do my first session of cardio for the day. I'm also heading out of town for the weekend, so I do need to do some meal prep really quick, and then we're gonna go train legs. But after I get back from cardio, I'll give you guys a little update of how things are going because I'm not gonna lie, we're pushing, we're digging. I've been really, my biggest focus is staying positive. I'm controlling what I can control and I'm enjoying the ride. But your girl's body is not responding how we want it to be. So I'm gonna give you guys an update a little bit later, but let's get these check-ins done. All right, not too mad about today's check-ins, honestly, when I was looking over them. So that's good. I'm headed down to do my fasted cardio. Right now, I'm at 90 minutes every day for the past, gosh, maybe 3 weeks I've been doing 90 minutes. Before it was more like 70. And I've switched to doing all of my sessions on the Stairmaster just to kind of keep the intensity up. Again, biggest thing is just keeping my heart rate at the zone that I want to be, which is between 130 to 140. So a lot of people will ask me like, what level am I doing on the Stairmaster? That doesn't matter. What matters is your heart rate. So I literally put on whatever level I need to get me to that heart rate. It usually now is around like anywhere from 5 to 7 because as you get more conditioned and more in shape, if you will, like as prep goes on, my, cardio health, I guess you would say, gets better. So it's harder to get your heart rate up. But that's what I've been doing on the Stairmaster. And I've been reading, which is really nice because I feel like I could feel my cortisol like getting high, if that makes sense, while I was doing cardio. Like I stress myself out very, very easily and I could feel it. So I started reading and I feel like that's really like calmed me down a little bit because I'm going to talk more about it later, but my weight has been holding, my body is inflamed and I have a lot of water on me that we need to push off. So I've been focusing on like really just sweating hard during cardio. So that's why your girl is in sweats and a sweatshirt. This is from TLF. I think it's the cutest thing ever. I have like these little white rest day sweats and then this like little jacket that like has a thing here and then this sports bra. But anyways, I've been just throwing on like heavy sweatshirts so that I can get a really good sweat in. And I just something about being like dripping in sweat afterwards is awesome because I'm one of those people where like I would push so hard during cardio and I just like wouldn't sweat. And it's not like, oh, I'm so clean, girl, I don't sweat. No, like I wanted to be like sweating because I'm pushing so hard. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm wearing the heaviest hoodie I own so that I can get a good sweat. But anyways, I'll stop the rambling. Let's get down and let's get this over with. Hi guys, just finished up cardio and abs for the morning. So I am making my first meal of the day, which again, nothing glorious. We're still on the depletion diet. So I am 0 carb right now. Food is as low as it can get, really. My intake is very, very low, and we are basically just depleting my body. So same thing as when I talked to you guys last. So my lean protein source, of course, because we always start off our day with a lean protein source, is egg whites. And then my fiber is going to come from green beans. So again, this is the extreme. This is bodybuilding, and definitely not what you need to do if you're trying to lose fat sustainably. But again, this is an extreme sport where we are pushing our body as hard as it can go. So before, you guys know me, I always do my egg white pancake, but I am cutting myself off of sugar-free syrups because of the artificial sweeteners in it. I usually do that a little bit closer to the show, but I'm like, I might as well do it now, because honestly, at this point, food is not supposed to be enjoyable, if that makes sense. It's really something that is specifically for fuel. And I feel like there's like a mental aspect towards just getting it done and getting it in, rather than making it like something super enjoyable. I don't know if that's like sadistic of me. Again, this is the bodybuilder side of this, not the sustainable side. But the sugar-free syrup doesn't add anything, you know, nutritionally. It's just for taste. It's not bad. Like if you're in a fat loss phase, lean into things like that. But I think I wanted to push myself a little bit. It's not going to make a change as far as losing fat quicker, but it's going to help my digestion. And I don't know, I think something about the mental side of just like, am I pushing myself as hard as I can be? And right now I kind of want to suffer a little bit, like kind of the same thing with me wanting to sweat on the Stairmaster. So it kind of gets me going, and I feel like that's when I feel like, hey, this is like real, you know? So anyways, I am going to make this meal, and then I'm going to train legs after meal 2 today, because we are getting on the road, so I want to make sure that I'm getting everything done early enough. I also, last night, thawed out some wild-caught shrimp. This has been insane. If you guys like shrimp, try it from Costco. It's the wild Argentine red shrimp. It's like, these freaking shrimp are huge, and they're like meatier, I want to say. Like the texture is so good, and they've been amazing. Just make sure you don't overcook them. If you overcook them, like, they're so delicate. And then also, you know me, wild caught mahi. I've been really big on wild caught as opposed to farm raised, and Costco just has the best ones. These are frozen, so I just thaw them overnight. They are raw, and then I'm gonna throw them in the oven. Again, you guys know me, I'm really big on ingredient prep instead of meal prepping. So I always make sure that I have my proteins prepped. So I literally am just gonna throw some seasoning on there, pop them in the oven until they hit their internal temperature. For shrimp, I do 145, and for fish, I do 145. And then I will throw those in my little coolers that I have food with me for this weekend. We're going to Sarasota with Bradley's family. I wasn't going to go at first because I've been like pushing my body a little bit too hard as far as like not resting enough, but I think that this is going to be a relaxing vacation. I think we're just gonna go on the boat, hang out. We don't have too much on the agenda, so I think it'll be a good little mental reset. So I think that'll all be good. But I'm gonna finish up making this meal so we can eat, because your girl is hungry. Meal 1, nothing glorious, but again, gets the job done. I am checking the boxes every single day. So I wanted to chat really quick about like what my protocol is looking like, because we are now in the home stretch. I mean, I have 2 weeks to go until show day. So that means really 1 week until peak week. So we're really going to be pushing hard. We're going to be digging. And honestly, I feel like I hit a point where like I probably should be freaking out, because right now my weight is 124.0, and I have not hit a new low in 13 days, which is crazy, because at this point I should be dropping weight, because my food is very, very low. Like seriously, my food cannot get lower than it is, and my cardio can't really get higher. My coach doesn't want to push my body more than 90 minutes a day. My training intensity has been super high, because right now, since I'm dieting, you want to make sure regardless of if you're a bodybuilder or not, right? If you're in a fat loss phase, you need to be training super, super hard, even when it is hard to do so that you can hold on to that muscle. I don't mean by training hard, you need to be working out for 2 hours a day. That's not what I mean. I mean, you're thinking about the weight and the reps that you did last week, and you're trying to at least match that, if not beat it. Yes, your strength is going to come down a little bit, but a lot of that is mental. So for me, it's been adding in supersets. It's been really cranking up that intensity for that full hour that I am training. I have those 60 minutes, and that is when I am saving my energy for the entire day, because right now I'm at a point where my entire day revolves around this, right? And I'm so fortunate that since I am an online nutrition coach, and that is my passion, I've been so lucky to be able to have a really, really solid set of girls that I coach one-on-one, that it allows my schedule to be so flexible. I can sit at home and do that. And then my day revolves around my training, my meals, all these things. So I'm in a very, very, very fortunate position. But anyways, body hasn't been responding how I want it to. I think a lot of that is me being sick, holding on to water, but I did send over check-ins to Adam today. And he texted me this morning, which was awesome. And he said, this has been the best look, I think, this whole prep. Forget the scale for right now, but I think it's night and day from last week. How do you think you look today? And I was like, wow, that's so great to hear. I was like, I haven't been worried just because I know I'm checking every single box at 110% right now, but it was frustrating to not see it move, so glad to hear that. And I said, I agree, I feel night and day different. I think I'm holding a lot of water, but I'm seeing so many lines come out in my legs, so I do think I've dropped body fat and very happy with fullness. So that's totally normal to be holding water, but I am 10 pounds above where we want to be stage weight wise, which is crazy. And I do know that a lot of that is water. I don't have a ton of body fat to lose, but we do need to keep pushing. So these next 2 weeks, I think we're going to see a lot of changes. That's my timer going off for chicken. Okay, Google, stop the timer. Because I keep overcooking my shrimp, because that's one thing that goes when your fats get really low and when your food gets really low. My brain is not fully here, so I'll literally forget that I'm cooking food, and I'll be trying to do too many things at once and working and doing check-ins. So timers have been my best friends. But anyways, that is my little update for today. I'm gonna put my check-in photos right here. I know that you guys saw me check in this morning, but I'm very, very happy with how shape is looking. I have so much more fullness this year to my glutes. My feedback last year was shape looks great. That's something that Adam tells me a lot, is I am a young competitor. I'm 22 years old, and it seems like, oh, if you're younger it would be easier, but you have this layer of baby fat because I don't have as much dense muscle from years and years and years of training. So it is harder for me to get that hard conditioned look, but it is my shape that really carries me. I got first call outs at my first ever national show last year, which was insane. I am so thankful for that. And Adam was like, it's your shape that carries you. Other girls may have more size, more density, more conditioning, but he's like, your shape and your structure is so, so good. And last year we did get a little bit stringy. I did lose a little bit of muscle. This year I feel like I've really put in the work this off season. I know I have. I have pushed myself so hard, and it's paying off. My shape looks a lot better this year. I have a lot denser muscle, so all I can do is what I can do. At the end of the day, it is me versus me, and all I can hope for is to improve from last year, and I know that we've done that. So if it takes me, 3 shows this year, I'm going to give it my all at every single show, and it's going to be so fun. So I'm so excited to take you guys along for the ride, but that's my little update so far. Let me know if you guys have any questions or anything. I'm always open to talking about anything. And yeah, let's get on with the day. All right, I was just finishing up some client work on the computer, and now it is time to go train legs. So I have everything pretty much packed away for this weekend. I have all my ingredients prepped. I have all my proteins prepped. So once I am done eating, I am going to throw everything into my little cooler, because I'm actually going to head out straight from the gym just to save a little bit of time. That way we can get on the road. I have all my meals prepped and ready to go, but I'm going to be at the gym for quite some time because I do have legs, and then I'm going to run through some posing in the posing room, and then I'm going to do my second session of 45 minutes of cardio. So I have pretty much my life packed away in all of my stuff right now. But my pre-workout meal is nothing crazy. It is chicken breast, which is the only meal that I'm doing chicken breast right now, because obviously chicken is a very lean protein source, but mahi, shrimp are all even leaner. So I only have one meal a day right now that is chicken breast, and that is my pre-workout meal. And then I throw some almond butter on there for my healthy fats to kind of fuel up before the lift, since we are 0 carb right now. So I have that, and I have my asparagus. And then your girl is gonna need some caffeine, so then I'm gonna mix up my pre-workout and everything. I'm gonna make sure that I have everything for the weekend as well. That's like what's so funny about traveling while I'm on prep, is 90% of what I'm packing is like my food, my supplements, my pre-workout, like all that type of stuff. And then my clothes are really like a quarter of my luggage. It's so funny. But anyways, I feel like I've been just a chatterbox today. So I will stop talking. I'm gonna eat this meal, and the next time you guys see me, I'll be at the gym and we will be training legs.
The kids are in town for a funeral, so pack the car and dry your eyes. I know they got plenty of young blood left in them, and plenty nights under pink skies you taught them to enjoy. So clean the house, clear the drawers, mop the floors, stand tall like no one's ever been here before or at all. And don't you mention all the inches that are scraped on the door frame. We all know you tiptoed up to 4-1 back in 08. If you could see now, you'd be proud, but you think days yuppies. Your funeral was beautiful, I bet God heard you coming. Kids are in town for a funeral, and the grass all smells the same as the day you broke your arm swinging on that kid out on...
All right, I just finished up that leg day, 64 minutes. That was a tough one. This might have been the hardest training day I've had all of prep. I've had quite a few really hard mental days where it's just a battle to get through it, but today was a really, really tough one, but we got it done. So I am heating up my meal in the microwave now. My post-workout meal is mahi and asparagus, and then I'm going to do my second session of 45 minutes the stairs. So we're gonna get that done, and then I'm gonna shower here, and we're gonna head on the road, meet Bradley at work, and head over to Sarasota. But dues are almost paid for the day. Hard, but another training session down. Gotta keep this muscle on as we are dieting. Gonna get this cardio done. Give me strength. Hi you guys, it is the next day. It is Saturday. We made it to Sarasota. Yesterday, pretty much just in the car, had the rest of my meals, which the last 3 meals I had were whitefish and asparagus, so you guys didn't miss anything eventful there, but I did get in all of my meals, of course, finished off my water for the day, and we went out to dinner with Bradley's family, which was awesome, and now I am up and at 'em for another 45 minutes of cardio. I'm gonna be so honest, guys, I don't know how I'm gonna get through this. The past few days have been the hardest I've ever pushed my body, and I'm not trying to complain, but I feel like an absolute shell of a human right now, and any little thing, like thoughts, socializing, anything, is taking it all out of me. So this is just one of the realities of bodybuilding prep. I think me still being sick is also contributing to this, but I am pushing my body as hard as it possibly can go. Another day of not hitting a new low. I am still 124, so it's been 2 solid weeks of no weight drops, even with pushing 90 minutes of cardio a day and food super, super low. We are full on depletion. But again, I'm focusing on what I can control. I am checking the boxes. I'm trying to keep my head space where it needs to be, right? Staying positive. I'm not worried. I feel like maybe I should be worried, but I have my full faith in that this is going to work out how it's supposed to. And I'm going to keep pushing till show day. Even if every session I step on that Stairmaster or step into the gym, if I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to get through it, just know that you are always stronger than you think you are. And I know that sounds really tacky, but it truly is discipline over motivation. And I'm not saying that you need to do 90 minutes of cardio every day and that you need to go zero carb, because that could not be further from the truth. This is just the reality of a bodybuilding prep, and I want to always be as open and honest with you guys as I can. Your girl is not feeling too hot. I try to, be super positive in all of these, and don't get me wrong, I am so thankful. Like, being able to prep is seriously a privilege, and this is completely up to my own choice, and nobody is making me do this, so that's why I would never want to complain about it. But I do want to be very open about like how I'm feeling, and it's not easy every day. Most of the days it is the furthest thing from easy, but I just wanted to kind of leave that video here. I am gonna get inside and get this next session done, not because I want to, but because I made this commitment to myself, and I am going to give my 110% every single day. So I will see you guys in the next video. I send a check-in to my coach tomorrow, so we'll see what the protocol is looking like, and I will update you guys in the next prep series video. But if you made it to the end, I thank you so much for being here and for the support. It seriously means so much to me, and thank you guys for reaching out on socials, and it makes my day every single time. You guys send me the sweetest messages, and I am so grateful for my kind little corner of the internet that I have. And hopefully next time I see you guys, I won't be sick. I feel like in the past, 3 videos, I've been sick and my voice has been crazy and I haven't been myself. So hopefully in the next few videos, I will be. But bear with me, guys. Love you all, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.